good for a classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell.
Put a post up a while ago.
Such a high caliber. They're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First round talent as well. Last year's game, all their best players, they showed
no, if you ask me to subscribe, do I want to subscribe to your OnlyFans?
Every year you're going to play the Buckeyes.
You would block.
Michigan has to make the game physical. Michigan has to play their brand of football if they want to change the outcome.
Breaks the tackle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long.
Don't know, nigga. Don't know.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's looking deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field.
All right, bitch, you a hoe.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees
like, bitch, you a high price.
where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's paid. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Right. That's what I be telling bitches. I'm like, you in the wrong business, shorty. Corn is free.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of...
You try to sell some shit where shit is free.
Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going in the ball.
Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Right.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He marched 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time.
Only way I'm subscribing to anything on OnlyFans is if it's free. If it's free, then it's me. If it ain't free...
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense.
I said I got it bookmarked on my phone. Like in the internet, like I can go to the browser, and as soon as I start to type that shit in, it pop up.
Pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the
Luckily, I was too high, because I would have probably rubbed one out last night. Because I was
catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets a block. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got room to work. Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, down a throw. They're working that left side. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Might as well stick with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it on the move. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again.
I like it.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Leaves it with the back. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That is what I'm talking about.
That shit look goofy as shit.
Lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
To the air, it's McClung. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. Snagged out of the air. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground.
I ain't going.
This guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but
I ain't got no shrimp neither.
He's the best on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field.
It ain't too fat. It ain't too skinny. It ain't too short. It ain't too long. Just right.
To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in. Just making a play. Getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Defense wants to bring the heat. A quick pass to the left. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, out of space. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the toss. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle. And what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Durant.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. He's now up to 83 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's McClung. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's
catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Oh, boy.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
About to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Right down the middle. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Yeah. So many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. He leaves it with his back. Picks up the 1st down. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this 1st half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun 1st half to boot. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Snags it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know,
there he goes. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but
he's loose. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Michigan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
This time he's got it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
Finger banging.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They're going to ride this running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He's moving out of the pocket. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. So here comes the Michigan offense.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. down would be the last resort. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse. You can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets bit.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Page. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Now improvising. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Complete to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks. And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They kick it away on 4th down. Catches it at the 15. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the pummeling has started. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The throw to the outside is complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's McClung. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Quickly complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and lead the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's McClung. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are, with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Finds his back in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
It's made up of representatives from each position.
They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Looking to throw, it's McClung. Cheers the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they're not on the same page there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's...
He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Such a hard position to be successful in, and you know you need 2 scores, and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll run it from the gun. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA.